Hi guys, welcome to today's session, and today we're going to discuss about Food Safety and Standards Authority of India (FSSAI). And in this session we'll first see an introduction about FSSAI, and then we'll see what are the functions of FSSAI, and then we'll see about the structure of FSSAI, and then we'll discuss what are the challenges and shortcomings of FSSAI, and then we'll discuss few landmark cases with FSSA, and then finally we'll discuss what are the FSSA initiatives that initiated by FSSI to promote healthy living in the country. So that's how I plan this session. Let's now start. So guys, Food Safety and Standards Authority of India is an autonomous statutory body established under Food Safety and Standards Act 2006, and it is under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, which is the administrative ministry of FSSA. And Food Safety and Standards Act 2006 consolidates various acts and orders that had earlier handled food related issues in various ministries and departments, such as Prevention of Food Adulteration Act 1954, Fruits Products Order 1955, Meat Food Products Order 1973, Vegetable Oil Products Control Order 1947, Edible Oils Packing Regulation Order 1988, Milk and Milk Products Order 1992, and so these all acts were repealed after the commencement of Food Safety and Standards Act 2006. And FSSI is consequently established in 2008, but work within the Food Authority effectively began in 2011 after its rule and key regulations were notified. And this marked a shift from a multi-level to a single line of control with a focus on self-compliance rather than a pure regulatory regime. So that is the background of FSSAI. Now we'll see what are the functions of FSSAI. So FSSAI frames regulations to lay down the standards and guidelines of food safety. It grants FSSAI food safety license and certification for food businesses, even for hotels and all, and laying down procedures and guidelines for laboratories in food businesses. And it will also provide suggestions to the government in framing the policies, and also it collect data regarding contaminants in food products, identification of emerging risk, and introduction of rapid alert system. And it also creates an information network across the country about the food safety, and also it promotes general awareness about food safety and food standards. So that are the functions of FSSA. Now we'll discuss about the structure of FSSA. What is the structure of FSSA? FSSA comprises of a chairperson and 22 members, out of which one third are to be women, and the chairperson of FSSA is appointed by the central government, and the Food Authority is assisted by scientific committees and panels in setting standards, and the Central Advisory Committee in coordinating with enforcement agencies. And the primary responsibility for enforcement is largely with the state food safety commissioners. So that is the structure of FSSA. Now we will see what are the challenges and shortcomings of FSSA. So the first point is the petty manufacturers, retailers and hawkers are exempted from FSSA ambit. These segments greatly contributes to unorganized food sector, and due to its low prices, most of the population prefer food consumption from these segments. And then lack of infrastructure such as food testing laboratories. There are only 87 national accreditation board for testing and calibration laboratories, accredited labs, whereas there are more than 1500 private labs in India. And the shortage of qualified manpower and functional food testing equipment in state food laboratories and referral laboratories resulted in deficient testing of food samples. There is an acute shortage of licensing and enforcement officers in the states, which severely affected food safety measures. and the body has only been prescriptive in nature and failed to ensure safety, quality, and hygiene in food industry. And there are only 377 products mentioned in FSSAI regulations, whereas other countries have over 10,000 standards. Moreover, the list is not regularly reviewed, and FSSAI is highly underfunded to monitor the widening ambit of food laws. Also, there are no standard practices for food inspection, the process being mostly discretionary, and the cumbersome and lengthy approval procedures have delayed the pre-launch approvals for products from the FSSA for over an year. This is also a shortcoming, and the consignments of imported food products often remain stuck at ports awaiting clearance by the FSSA, sometimes due to small issues like labeling of the packages not conforming to arbitrary norms specified by the FSSA, which differ from widely accepted global standards. So this also affects the businesses which are depending on the imported food items, and differences of opinion between the food regulator and the food processing ministry also handicap the FSSA functioning. And more recently, according to a CEG report, FSSA is yet to frame regulations and guidelines to govern different procedures. And the CAG also found that licenses were issued on the basis of incomplete documents in more than 50% of cases checked in the audit. So it shows that FSSA has to be improved to many extent to work it for the smooth functioning of food industry in a society, and also it has a direct impact on the health of the citizens of the country. Now we will see a few landmark cases with FSSA. So the first case is Nestle India Limited Maggi case. The Maggi noodles were reported with excess lead unfit for human consumption, and FSSA prescribed for ban. And then we had the Cadbury India case. It was reported that worms was found in Cadbury's dairy milk. The FSSA declared packaging was not proper or airtight and made it mandatory to change the packaging. So that are the couple of cases with the FSSA. Now we will discuss what are the FSSA initiatives. The first initiative is Heart Attack Rewind. It is the first mass media campaign of FSSA. It is aimed to support FSSA's target of eliminating trans fat in India by the year 2022. And then we had FSSA Chiefs, that is CHIFSS. It is a collaboration between FSSA and CIIHUL, which is an initiative on food safety sciences to promote collaborations between industry, scientific community, academia for food safety. Then we have Swasth Bharat Yatra. It's a pan-India cycle movement called as Eat Right India, which is aimed to create consumer awareness about eating safe and nutritious food. So that are the FSSAI initiatives, and that's all about today, guys. It's a very important body, FSSA. Please study about this in detail, and even UPSC previously asked one prelims question regarding FSSA also. So please, it's a hot topic always. And that's all for today. We'll meet tomorrow with another topic. Thank you for watching this lesson.